Welcome to the BRONX Project Podcast. I am your host, Mirez.
And I'm your host, Earl Grey.
You sure you're not my hoe?
No. No, I'm not. I'm just sick. Leave me alone.
This is we're recording this January the 1st, 2018. You're receiving this January the 3rd, 2018.
This is mad. We old.
Yeah.
It's already been a year.
Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
Happy New Year, guys. We made it. North Korea didn't bomb us yet.
I was gonna say Trump didn't bomb us, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. You know, same evils.
It's all your fault, bro.
You know what that means, though? 3 more years.
Oh, I was about to say 4 more years. 4 more years.
No, 3 more years.
Yeah, I know.
3 more years, and then that's it. We probably have Kanye.
Are you gonna vote for Ye?
No.
Vote for Yeezy.
I don't know. Maybe you never know. His views might be in line with mine.
I honestly think that, like, I know I jokingly said before I would vote for Kanye. I honestly think he would be a worse president than Trump at this point.
Actually, yeah.
I think that guy's mind is somewhere the fuck else.
It's like you think Trump's mind is somewhere the fuck else?
Like, I think Trump is, like, stupid. I think Kanye is crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
That sums it up perfectly.
You know?
Like,
and I think stupid has advisors.
Yeah.
But crazy, I feel like Jay-Z's he's pretty level-headed and he's been trying to calm down Kanye for a while.
Nah, but the thing is, Jay-Z doesn't have the answers for Kanye.
I mean,
Kanye's crazy. Kanye's crazy.
How long you think into Kanye's presidency he would drop a nuke?
I mean, you say something bad about him.
He would nuke Adidas headquarters. You put out the wrong colorway.
What, my Yeezys ain't selling? Boom. Probably, yeah. I think like if China stopped making his Yeezys, China would get it. Yeah, go to war. We're going to war with China. And what President West. President West, why are we going to war with China?
I'm not gonna lie though, that's a fire ass presidential name.
It is President West.
God damn.
My President West. You call me President Yeezy.
Wake up, President West. President West. And I heard him say, I was gonna say I didn't think fast enough for that joke. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We'll just go on with it. Anyways, it's 2018 now.
How do you feel?
I felt the same I did in 2017. Yeah. You know, not.
I want to say that. I want to say. New Year, same. I feel like that's the thing. Like a lot of people are doing the New Year's resolutions, and that's there. But like for me, I feel like the moment I entered 2018, I felt a sense of urgency, and I have for a while. I think I felt it this year. But I really feel like not this year, sorry, last year. But I really feel like this year, like some shit has to happen.
I mean, you expect that from a new year since it's 2018, and 2017 was just like a heroic, like a crazy ass year where so much shit happened. You like all you can think about is like what's gonna happen this year now in 2018. Like how can it get better or worse?
Yeah. No, but I just think personally, I don't know what my situations are going to be like. I don't know what life is going to throw at me in 2018. But I just feel like the work that I've done on me has prepared me to take the next. Like 2017 was really a self-actualization year for me, you know? Mm-hmm. Like it was just like a lot of coming to terms with me being an ain't shit person. Yeah. And like.
You ain't shit.
No, basically. Basically just looking at yourself in the mirror saying you ain't shit and then like trying to be better. So when I say like, oh, my quote unquote New Year's resolution is like to lose weight, I feel confident saying that because I know I'm gonna do it, but it's not really a New Year's resolution because I was doing it
already.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is about New Year resolutions, and we'll get to that like later on in this podcast, is that you set yourself goals when a new year happens. Yeah. But what about the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Like, were you not setting goals for yourself the last year or in the middle of the year? Like, don't set goals because it's a new year. Set goals because you want to set goals for yourself.
Exactly.
And we'll get to that later on with resolution topic. But right now, I think what
you want to take a look back on the year.
Yeah, like you spoke about, it was a year for you to look into the mirror and say to yourself, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
And like, make yourself a better person. And I agree with that. It's the same with me. I'd say that 2017 was the year where I knew that I wasn't the shit either, because it was the first year like I got fired that year. Like, I've never been fired in my life, and 2017 was like the year that reality kicked in and said, you know what, things that you do have consequences.
Yeah.
Even if they're like out of your reach, but everything has a consequence. And I felt that with my job back early January of 2017, and they just upright just fired me, and that put me in like a situation where I was like,
back against the wall.
Yeah, like, what am I gonna do now? Like, I'm so used to going and working and trying to get money and stuff, and always thinking, you know what, I've been lucky so far that shit shouldn't happen to me, and then shit happens. Right. And then you got no money to your name, you got nothing you're gonna do, and you're like you said, back against the wall. It's not much you can do but think.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing all of 2017. Most of 2017 was thinking, and a lot of thinking created a lot of sadness, depression. People had to support me again, like I was a child. I wasn't used to that anymore. And that was like the biggest beginning of 2017, was me trying to get back on my feet but not knowing how to.
Right.
And then time passed by where like I gave myself room to think. I put everything aside, all the negativity aside, all of the all of my worries, and I just sat myself down. I'm like, what are you gonna do about this? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make me a dope ass resume. I'm gonna put myself in this situation where I create goals for myself.
Yeah.
To better myself. And it wasn't a New Year's resolution. It was a Joshua resolution. It was a Earl Grey resolution. This is before I was Earl Grey. I was just Josh trying to make money, trying to not seem like a piece of shit.
Right.
And that was the beginning.
Not seem like a broke boy.
Yeah, I don't want to be a broke boy. I don't know how it felt to be a broke boy all of 2016. I remember 2015. I was 2014, 2015.
You were broke adjacent.
Yeah, broke adjacent, and then all of like 2016.
You were like bent.
I was like, I had it all, and then I lost it all.
Yeah.
But I didn't lose everything, and I think
that's confusing because you just said you lost everything.
I lost everything in like the beginning of like I felt like I lost everything in the beginning of 2017, but as I thought about it, I haven't lost everything. I still had my sanity.
Yeah.
I still had Daphne. I still had the people I love around me who supported me with everything. And that's where the middle and the end of 2017 came through, where I picked myself up and I gave myself little projects to work on. I made myself a dope-ass resume. I tried looking for jobs. I was really, really, really on top of my shit. And it was to the point in which, like, I didn't feel like I was unemployed because every day I was trying to work myself.
Right.
I was working myself, and eventually I got back on my feet. And
that sounds like I'm proud of you and everything, but that sounds kind of kinky.
What?
You were working yourself?
Yeah, working myself.
How did it feel?
Felt
like
nice.
Hard? Like you worked yourself hard?
Too hard.
Yeah.
Like, sore.
You had to.
I had to alternate.
Like a water break.
Water break. Yeah, a lot of water breaks.
You had to see things from different angles.
All the angles, up, down, left, right, top, and bottom. Mostly
start delete.
Mostly bottom. I get tired. But yeah, it was an up and down year for me. I mean, I feel like 2017 was an up and down year for everybody. You know, no
Everyone
pun
got
intended.
fucked, bro. Everyone got fucked in 2017.
Yeah, dude, everyone got fucked.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Yeah, everyone was fucked. It was up and down. I felt like a lot of things were writing me, you know, in 2017.
Writing you deep too.
Yeah.
Dude, writing everybody deep.
I kind of feel like I wish I would have taken more time for like relaxation. Maybe have gone get a facial or something, but I couldn't.
No, not in 2017.
You know?
No time for bukakis. Like I can't. Like there's no time for me to get a bukkake. I gotta be on my way. I'm a working man. There's no time to talk.
That's from Nice, I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's the name of that song?
I'm a woman's man.
And you
no
can
time
tell
to
by
talk.
the way I walk, I'm a woman's man.
No time to talk. Yeah, that's the Bee Gees.
Yeah. Staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Well, that was my set 2017.
Yeah.
The beginning of it was staying alive. Like as you know, 2016 was a really bad year for me. 2016 was probably the worst year of my life. And I know we're talking about like reflecting on 2017, but 2016 I think had like strong implications on the beginning of my 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you know, 2016, like that whole year I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, that whole year I was just like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I remember.
Very profusely.
I spoke to you about probably 10 times that year.
Yeah. And I was just like, I am tired of this. And it was just really a lot. I had moved out, like, I want to say 2015 for sure, but like, was it like summer 2015?
Yeah, like.
And 2016, yeah. No. Wow.
A long time to.
Yeah. So it was like 2015 I moved out. No, I didn't. I'm all over the place. I don't know. The 2016, sorry, yeah. The summer of 2016 I moved out. And before that I was, for all intents and purposes, a mama's boy.
Yeah.
An abusive mama's boy. Like, not that I was abusive. My mama was abusive.
Yeah, you're not abusing my boy. It's like, I hate your mom.
I hate you, mom.
You punch you in the face. You don't cook for me.
You're the fucking worst, mom.
It was actually vice versa.
Yeah. So my mom and I had a really complicated relationship. I moved out. I did not know how to, like, I sank. I was, super sure of myself. I moved out. I felt independent and all that stuff, and I was just spending money. I didn't like buy food or anything. Not buy food. I didn't like cook.
Mm-hmm.
I was just spending all my money, dropping rent. Not dropping rent, like spending, like paying rent.
Paying the rent and being responsible.
Then fucking, I got fucked over by the bank, and that shit.
Yo, you're constantly getting fucked over by banks.
Yeah, no, but that was like this whole Chase incident that I spoke about a couple episodes ago. Like I said, that was nothing.
Yeah,
that was just an inconvenience.
Yeah,
like the first time was like that fucked with me. That shook my whole foundation.
Yeah, you lost a lot of money.
A lot of money. And that shook me up because one thing I've learned to realize about myself, my self-worth is like I view who I am as a person by my financial standing currently, by my current financial standing. The more well off I am financially, the better I feel by myself.
He's a slave to the money.
Yeah. And yeah, like finances shaped a lot of my self-image of like my self-worth. And I wasn't so self-aware that I knew that. Mm-hmm. Like I knew it, but I didn't know it. So I was just spending money recklessly, then being not paranoid, but like anxious. Yeah. That I'm broke all the time. But I was doing nothing to like alleviate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Say depression. Jump in 2017. I had a breakup, which was like a kind of shitty breakup, Christina. Mm-hmm. But the best thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
we didn't break up in 2017. We broke up in 2016.
But the ending,
because of my said depression and all that. But the loss of whom Christina to be like, you're my best friend, but I would say she's 1C because Ricky's 1B. I have a lot of best friends, guys.
1A, 1B, 1C.
So Christina and I being very close, the breakup was rough, was ugly. Not ugly, but the prettiest breakup is still kind of ugly.
No breakup is nice.
Yeah.
No, so as a breakup. And
in the loss of such a close person in my life, and the realization that was like all me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fucked that up. Not even romantically. Romantically, I think we're better off not together. But like friendship wise, like I shat on that friendship.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the spark plug to like, yo, you got to be a better person. Like this person was there for you, and you couldn't even like muster up enough to be like decent,
Yeah, you just it's kind of selfish.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I started viewing it. I was like, yo, your depression is kind of selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that everyone should view it that way. That's just how I did. That's what worked for me.
I mean, depression is a selfish thing. It's like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Yeah.
But what about the people who love you?
No,
I'm not worth loving.
And that's weird. Like the thing is, I never think that. I think I deserve so much love. I just was mad salty that I don't get love in the way that not anymore. I feel like I'm receiving a lot more love, but that's probably also because of my outlook in life.
Mm-hmm.
My outlook in life has changed, so the way people perceive me has changed. But I was mad salty. It wasn't like, oh, I don't want you around. I wanted everyone to like love me, and because I wasn't getting the sufficient amount of love, I felt bad about everything. Everything just was making me feel bad about myself, and I was like, "Yo, you soft boy, cut that shit out." I'm serious. I just I spoke to him. I was like, "You gonna kill yourself? Do it. If you're not, then let's work on it. Let's be better." And this is like a conversation. Like I didn't talk to myself, but I was looking at myself in the mirror. Like,
it was you versus you.
Yeah, It was very. What's the word that I'm looking for? It was like a scene in a movie.
Yeah, it was like, you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Like Taxi with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
My reflection was an Italian Italian man.
Italian man in New York who drove taxis.
And I'm Dominican. My reflection was Italian, so it was very loud.
Yeah,
the argument was a very loud argument.
That was like no one was winning there.
You talking to me? Claro que si mi pane que.
Like, what? Your Italian version of you kidding.
So that's I know I went off on a tangent, but I just had to explain that because I feel like that was that part of 2016. And just my psyche beforehand played a huge... Because 2017 was the first time that I actually admitted that I need work, that I need help, and that I'm that I can do it.
Yeah.
And throughout this year, I went from start of 2017, no self-worth, to end of 2017, I feel the best I have felt in my life.
Yeah, because you worked on yourself.
I am so confident, dude. Well, it's insane. It's bleeding into everything.
My question is, what made you get up?
I was too scared to kill myself.
Okay.
Remember when we were on our way to go visit Christian? Yeah. I was sitting in my bed with a knife in my hand. I was like,
yeah, that's the most emo way to kill yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm all for the dramatics.
Yeah, the knife, the gun, the banana. Kill yourself with too much potassium.
I'm about to eat a whole fucking 12er. Watch me go.
Here lies Steven. The autopsy shows that he ate too much bananas. Too much potassium in his body. What a way to go.
And it did him in.
All right, put him with the other potassium overdosers.
Nah, so yeah, that's what did it. I like came to terms that I don't hate myself enough to kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to be really fucking down about everything.
Yeah.
And that's mad draining. Like, that's not fun at all.
Nah, it sucks.
And I wasn't saying like it's fun to kill yourself. I'm just saying like if I need to pick my next words wisely. Cause I'm definitely not telling you to kill. I'm not telling anyone to kill themselves.
No.
I just feel like it's such a waste of time to just sit there and just shit on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many ways.
Because you're not gonna feel better that way.
Yeah, there's so many ways to improve. The thing is, when you're in that state, you don't see them.
Right.
You don't see any way to improve yourself. Even when people do tell you, hey, you should do this and that, it's like, yeah, but I don't know how I'm going to do this. Where to start? There's, every progression period has a start, and you don't know how to.
And that's another thing I realized. I wanted it all now.
Yeah.
I wanted, like, and you know that, like, I needed perfection out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a weird thing to add. Like, I'm such a overachieving procrastinator.
Right? Yeah. That is the perfect explanation for you. It's the overachiever, but the procrastinator. Like, you have these ideas in which you want, and you want to be everything so perfect because in your mind you're a genius. But mad work, dude.
I won't even say I won't say I'm a genius. In my mind, like, I think I am very capable.
Yeah.
And you know this.
No, I'm talking about genius ideas.
Yeah. And you know that. And I've told you some of my ideas. You told me some of yours. I have some ideas, man, for like shows, for like
everything,
stand-up specials, a bunch of shit. It was just a lot of, if I can't record it, put it on YouTube and get 100,000 likes and views
in the first day,
then is it even worth it?
Yeah,
and then like I would do that and then shit on myself for not having the 100,000 likes and the 100,000 views.
And the fucking weird part about that is that, like, I've been in that situation too. It's like, why even try when it's not gonna happen?
Yeah.
But the thing is, how do you know it's not gonna happen when you haven't tried?
Right.
And if it doesn't happen the first time, you always get better at certain things.
As of right now, as where our podcast currently stands, I would have loved for us to have 10 times the viewership by now.
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
The difference, as you know, is that's not a detractor for me now.
Yeah.
The work is fun. The process is fun. That was the same thing with weight loss. You know? Like with weight loss, I was like, yo, I go for a month, but I'm still fat. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen right away.
And that's I fell in love with the process this year. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with the steps and seeing, because it's worth so much more that way, man. When you look at like my before and afters, for instance, with the weight loss, you look at it week to week, it's not noticeable. I've said this before.
Yeah.
But like 2 days ago, I was with Ricky, and I'm looking at my befores, and actually it started off because I was sending the pictures to Bianca, and I sent her like the first before picture I had taken. I didn't even know that I was there. Like, it was in because I have a weight loss folder, and then it was just one picture in my album, and I'm like, holy shit, I was fat.
Yeah.
And that was just like astronomical, bro.
Yeah, that realization.
And I don't know, like, I feel like as far as years go, 2017, I didn't really accomplish anything like major. I didn't get a new job. I got into a relationship, but it was kind of like it was a dud.
Dud. Yeah, we discussed that in the other podcast.
Yeah. So if you look at it from that perspective, I didn't do much. Like, everything's the same, basically, but everything's so different.
The thing is, you saying that I didn't do much, that's all perspective. Like, in a perspective, outside perspective, looking at you, probably,
right,
like with things and like things you would have done.
yeah,
But to you, you've done a lot. And the progression was there, obviously, the steps that you needed to take. And like to you and to me too, like like getting new job for me was a big step, even though I didn't think it would happen ever. Also, you know, moving on and steps in trying to get this new place and stuff. I mean, it's not a big deal in the outside perspective. It's like, oh, you should have moved out already. Yeah. But like to me, like that's big steps. That's like, bro, that's.
Oh no, your fourth quarter of 2017 was one for the books, bro.
Yeah.
You got a new car.
Yeah.
You about to. I mean, it's not fourth quarter. It's more first quarter of 2018. But you about to move out.
Mm-hmm.
You got a new job.
Yeah.
Got the podcast up and running, and I feel like
that
through
was
the podcast you
like
learned a lot.
The podcast was probably the biggest thing that I did in my last quarter of 2017, was because I was already going through the steps of being successful with myself after falling apart in the beginning of 2017. 2018, picked myself up, got back on my feet, and I was good right there, being back on my feet. But you know, I don't want to plateau. So when you came to me and you were like, bro, let's start doing the podcast, I'm like, fuck yeah, sure, let's do this. And when we started this podcast with whatever we knew in the beginning, with episode 1, the bacon episode, which was originally named Bacon Pussy, with that in mind, like not knowing how to put that out and all the steps to put it on to iTunes, it was frustrating, but that was entertaining to me. That was like all those steps to making us a successful, you know, a solid podcast was probably my highest moment in all of 2017.
That's what I mean. That's that falling in love with the process.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels good to, like, small steps feel good.
Yeah.
And they didn't before this year, and it feels so good, man. I feel so good. I'm so ready for this year. And as I just, I'm not one to make New Year's resolutions, but I just feel like I know that I've placed the tools in myself in this last year that I am gonna have resolutions, and it's not just because of the new year.
Yeah,
it's because like I just gotta move forward.
Yeah, you just, like I said, plateauing is not fun.
Yeah.
It's progression is the best.
I refuse, man.
It was like you got everything up and running in 2017. 2018 is that I have everything running already. Yeah. Now let's push forward.
Do you want to know how like not even full of myself? Do you want to know how semi-full of myself I am?
Semi how?
Because I meant it half jokingly. But like, as you know, I have curly hair.
Yeah.
But I wear a hat a lot, so I get hat hair.
Yeah.
And before I leave, I like rinse my hair out a little, activate the curls a little more.
Activate.
Curls activated.
It's huge.
That's the
fucking curls.
Boing, boing.
I'm making these sound effects in my mouth.
No soundboard.
No soundboard needed. I am soundboard.
And one of my coworkers, obviously jokingly, and you see, I just said obviously, you know, I'll explain to you why that's funny right now. She's like, you think you cute? You're not. And I was like, don't lie to yourself. And I kept doing my hair.
Yeah.
And that is not something that I would have said in 2016. Like, if she would have, like, even if she was joking, saying that, like, oh, you ugly, I would have been like, well, she thinks I'm ugly.
Why? Why? I got all the right gear on.
Yeah, like don't I look fly?
Yeah.
Also, I never looked fly in 2016.
Yeah, you did.
That's another thing.
You did it.
Like,
I remember I pointed it out once.
Bro.
I was like, bro, you're just wearing sweatpants. Let's go.
Yeah. Bro, like I didn't care about what I wore. I used to get a haircut like once every 2 weeks. It was 2016.
Yeah.
I looked like I hated myself. 2017, the fail. I guess we jump into. I'll give you a little story.
Yeah, we're already there. You're supposed to naturally jump into things.
I'll give you a little story.
Go ahead.
I mentioned my failed relationship this year.
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. Like now that I'm talking about it and putting it in perspective, that relationship kind of did a lot for me. Only together for what 6 months maybe.
It was a good maybe 6-7 months. Yeah.
I don't even know. It was
a nice ride.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent ride.
It was a ride.
Yeah, it was a ride.
Mm-hmm.
Ups and downs, a lot of downs, especially towards the end. That's not the point. The point is, I entered this relationship, and I'm doing my usual complaining without actually wanting to do anything about it. And then my ex, she's kind of like not rudely. I'm about to say it, and I feel like it's gonna come off as like her being rude, but that's absolutely not what it was. I kept complaining about my weight, and she's like, Steven, I don't care about your weight. You're fat, but like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like none of my exes have ever actually called me fat. Like, people do this thing where
they work around.
Where you like you mention something about yourself and you're right. Like it's just a negative thing to say. So people would be like, oh no, like
my mom.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people in my life, where I'd come like, yo, I'm overweight. I'm not pleased with how I look.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, no, you are. You're definitely overweight. I don't mind it. Like I still have sex with you.
Yeah.
But you are. And I like hearing that did something. And from then, she would wake me up, on my days off to go to the gym. And it's different than like when I'm by myself. I could tell myself that I'm gonna go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I won't go though. But she was like right next to me, damn near every day.
She was like, "Get up."
She's like, "Nah, get up, go." Like basically kicking me out.
Yeah. Like all right then.
And I won't like after a while, maybe like 3 weeks in, it was just automatic. Like I was just waking up and getting ready to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, man, niggas ain't shit. Cause if you think about it, I should be giving her props for that.
Yeah.
I really should.
She was the catalyst to
no, but hear this. Now hear this.
Go ahead.
Also, my style of dress, as you know, left something to be desired.
Yeah.
And she didn't mince words with this one. She was like, I hate how you dress. And I was just like, I hate how I dress.
I'm glad you said something.
So she was like she didn't buy me the clothes, but she took me shopping. She's like, hey, try this, try that. Picked out a couple outfits for me, and I got like that got the ball rolling for me. I dress myself now, guys.
Yeah. I remember. I think it was the start of it was when we had the party.
The party cruise.
Yeah, the party cruise for Daphne's birthday. And you were like, bro, what do I wear? And I was trying to like send out ideas and whatever and whatnot. Yeah. And you were like, your ex was like, oh, I have ideas too. So she took you shopping the exact same day. Yeah. And then when I met up with you, I'm like, bro. Who this?
I looked
You were like, new life, who this?
Yeah.
I'm like, Steven.
And that was all her. And then like, she did a good job of hyping me up, I guess.
Yeah. She showed you new life.
Yeah. And I guess I would say that she dropped the seedlings of my self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, she didn't get to reap the benefits.
Yeah. I mean, things weren't perfect.
Yeah, no. I also don't think that was a good relationship.
Yeah, but it was a helpful one.
Yeah.
Like, it had its benefits. And that was very nice of her.
Yeah.
You now dress nice, and now you are physically fit.
I'm getting there.
You are. You're physically fit. But the thing is, you saying that, I feel like it's you, like, giving yourself, like, hey, you got a lot more work to go.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that, like, I have more work to go.
Yeah.
I've posted shirtless pictures, you've seen.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a lot more work to go. Like, I'm really excited. Like, you're starting to see the cuts in my fuck. It's insane. It's never been a thing for me.
No.
I was fit up until maybe the age of 8. Was fat up until the age of 25.
Your mom fed you well.
My mom fed me too well.
I mean, it's the reason why you're tall.
And I don't even want to. And I realized that my mom listened to the cast and came at me a little. Because she was like, oh, because a couple episodes ago, maybe one of the first episodes, we were saying like, oh, I was fat. Like when I was talking about my weight loss journey, I was like, oh, I was fat because of my mom. And then she took exception to that. She's like, no, I used to tell you to stop. You would eat like hidden from me all the time. I would be like, yo, nah, you ate like 2 hours ago, and then you'd sneak cereal into the room.
Damn.
And I'm like, yo, that's a fact. Holy, I made myself, and I'm over here blaming my mom and shit. That was me.
She did feed you well, though.
No, she did. She
fed you well. You just...
Coñazo. Esa arroz, habichuela y carne todos los días.
Yeah, I know. I used to come over, and I couldn't deal with it.
Todos los días.
Bro, I used to come over your house when you used to live with your mom, and she used to feed us. You know, when she was there, she's always cooking. Yeah. And she would feed me the same dish that you would eat. And I'm like, bro.
That, like Dominican women, that's what they do. They
my rice was a mountain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's what they used to. They just used to, like, the men, they're working all day. They come home, you got to be nourished.
No, I know that.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So she was always good about putting food on the table. And like I said, like, it was a lot of food. But she's absolutely not wrong in the fact that I supplemented the food she fed me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's those bowls of cereal.
Yeah. And then, like, jumping into what I was saying maybe 10, 15 minutes ago when I initially moved out on my own, I was eating, like, chinos every day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
She wasn't calling the chinos up like, yo, make them sesame chicken pork fried rice with an egg roll, or like
with an egg roll.
Yeah, with an egg roll. Or at one point I was eating the order. It was sesame chicken or General Tso, whatever. It's about the same shit. Or either an egg roll or small French fries with ketchup and barbecue.
That's good.
And a can of soda, ginger ale.
Yeah.
Which is like, everyone says ginger ale is healthy. It's not, guys. It's soda.
It's actually
worse.
It
doesn't have ginger in it. It says made with real ginger, but it isn't.
It's actually, if you look at the sugar, it's actually worse than Pepsi.
So let's stop.
It has way more sugar than Pepsi and Coke. In
2018, let's stop the myth that ginger ale is medicine. It's not.
Fucking.
That's what I would tell myself, yo. I would order myself these not a meal, like a meal and a half. And then I'd get a ginger ale, like, oh, that's the healthy alternative.
No, it's not. It's actually worse than throwing your mad Coca-Cola. Sugar in,
yeah. In addition to all the salt you're about to intake.
Let's eat the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah. So I guess it's a pretty well-rounded overview of my 2017. 2017 was like just escaping from rock bottom, climbing, starting to see the light. And I feel like that's just like, I can't go down from here. Yeah. Obviously, anything could happen. I could get fired tomorrow. My building could burn down. Okay. I just like, I'm gonna be down, but I just won't be out. I've been out too long. Mm-hmm. You know.
So you're gonna take 2018 into like consideration, and you're just gonna go right through it. Yeah. Like a ball of fire.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I learned, and now I'm just gonna puncture this shit. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of 2018.
One more thing for 2018. No, I guess no. You could talk about your memories in 2017 first. Let's do that.
That's right. Yeah. 2017 memories. Well, in 2017,
your best, your worst, what shaped you the most?
I think my best memory of 2017, honestly, was, like I said, starting the podcast. That was my highlight. Yeah. That was the highlight of my time, was starting the podcast. But also spending a lot of time with Daphne. Because that time that I had off, where I wasn't working, I was just unemployed and just not really doing much for myself, I got to spend a lot of time with Daphne. Like, I took advantage. I was very considerate. Like, I was like, you know what? Since I'm not working, I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to go pick up Daphne. I'm going to have dinner with her. I'll take her home. If she needs help at her job, I'm just going to go in and help her. Right. And, like, spending a lot of time with her was, like, probably my best memory. Like, it was to the point in which even when I started work, I wanted to do, like, more and more and more with her. Like we even went to Philadelphia because I wanted to like experience the murals and the art that Philadelphia is very famous for, and I loved it. And spending time with her there, like I realized like we didn't go through any argument whatsoever, and it was just beautiful. And yeah, that was pretty much my memory of that. My worst memory of 2017 is definitely losing my job, uh not sleeping very well. It was to the point in which I was like trying to like find alternative drugs to knock me out.
I remember you was doing those serotonin heavy.
Yeah, like really heavy. It was one point where I actually couldn't sleep, so I got into my car and I drove to Brooklyn.
I respect that.
I literally just drove to Brooklyn.
That'll tire you out.
Thinking that I'll just get sleepy.
Did you?
Yeah, I got kind of sleepy. I mean, you expect like an hour drive to Brooklyn in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
The thing is about driving to Brooklyn at like 2 a.m. in the morning, you wouldn't know how fast that ride is. Oh, like in the day, like in like the busy, bustling time of New York, it takes you about an hour and a half to get to Williamsburg. To get to Williamsburg.
Empty roads.
Takes you literally about 15 to 20 minutes to get to that part when the roads are empty.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is what New York should feel like. It should feel free to go wherever I want, whenever I want. And that was a beautiful feeling. But at the same time, I eventually got back home.
Right.
And it sucked. And that realization kicked back. But that realization is what like kickstarted me into like really like trying to get back into my feet. So my memories consist of spending a lot of time with Daphne, just traveling as much as possible, trying to take advantage of that free time I had.
Right.
And I remember telling you like you were like asking me like, yo, what's up? Where have you been? I'm like literally just chilling, trying to take advantage of this free time because I know that one day it's gonna end. Because I knew in my right mind that it's not going to be forever.
Right, obviously. You don't want it to be forever. Who wants that much free time?
And there's a song by Bon Iver. And there's another thing. I saw a concert by Bon Iver. We went to, in Carnegie Hall.
That'll either lift your depression or depress you a little more.
Yeah, but in this case, it actually... It's true. But actually, there's a song in which he quotes... where he's like talking about his like sadness and depression, but he reminds himself that it might be over soon. And I'm like, right on, Justin, right on. It might be over soon. Like the story is that he went to Greece and he was feeling this huge anxiety because he's an anxious person. And he booked vacation to Greece in the wrong time. It wasn't vacation time at all. And he said he's real bad at that. Justin Vernon being the mastermind of Bon Iver, the band. And having that feeling in his head, knowing that he went there when it wasn't vacation time, and he was just like literally the only person on a remote island in Greece, made him anxious. And feeling that anxiety, he kept telling himself, you know what, this is not forever. It's going to be over soon. It might be over soon. And I took that into account. I'm like, you know what? What's going on with my life now in the beginning of 2017? It's not going to be forever because I know it's just going to be over soon.
Yeah, shout out to Justin Vernon for that.
Mm-hmm. And I picked up a bunch of inspiration from that album.
I had that similar shit with my Chase situation a couple weeks ago, where that would you say, and it's okay for you to say, if it's okay for anyone to say, it's okay for you to say, would you say that I may be a little dramatic?
No. If you were dramatic, I feel like if you were actually dramatic, the process would have been really quick.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if you would have like
did
at like that last minute with Chase, you would have got shit done.
No, I'm not saying with Chase in particular. But I'm saying I think personally, I have historically had a habit of overblowing situations.
Oh, like okay,
making mountains out of molehills, if you will.
Yeah.
Making hard cocks out of soft ones.
Yeah. You're like, look at this cock. I'm like, it's flaccid.
It's flaccid. I'm like, nah, man.
It's too hard.
So hard.
It's too
so hard.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a history of that, but the thing is, you do it silently.
Oh yeah, and then I also suffer in silence. But my point is, had that same chase scenario happened last year, I would not have handled, like, just mentally, would not have handled that well.
Nah, you would have broke down.
I
think the way you would have gone through it is like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need money.
Yeah, I would have acted. I would have acted like, instead of inconveniencing me and withholding my money from me for 2 weeks, like, they took my money from me and weren't gonna give it back.
Yeah.
You know, like, I wasn't very good at compartmentalizing my feelings. There you go.
Yeah, making them smaller.
Yeah. No, just
like
separating them.
Okay, yeah. Like putting them into slots.
Yeah, putting them into slots.
Yeah.
I looked at my problems like, oh, look at all these problems, and I only have 2 hands, and I can only hold them. I can only hold but so many problems.
So many problems, one small bottle.
Yeah. I have big problems and little arms.
Big problems, small hands.
Yeah, so that's how I was looking at it. And then I was like, yo, I got a whole book bag, bro.
99 problems.
Like, I don't even gotta be carrying all these all these problems in my hands. I got a book bag. I could put the problems in my book bag.
I got some pockets. Grab them out. You know, just put one here, put one there.
Yeah. Deal with things one at a time.
Yeah.
And understand that freaking out about a situation does literally nothing to get you out of that situation.
That is true. That is how I live my life.
Yeah.
Literally.
And that's how I've lived my fourth quarter of 2017.
I feel you.
Now, hopefully, I continue to live my other quarters.
I mean, once you learn something new and you practice it, and you know, you just start to practice what you preach.
Yeah, I want to believe that. I want to believe that it's something that's ingrained in me, but I also don't want to believe it so much that I start to rest on my laurels. That I start to just be like, oh man, because that was my problem before, right? My problem before was that I thought that I didn't need work, that everyone else needed work. You know?
Okay.
Like,
it's like, you know what? I'm just who I am.
Yeah. Like, I would be dramatic, but then I was like, nah, man, you're just not taking it seriously enough. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, it was always someone else's problem, not mine.
Yeah.
2017.
That's a very millennial thing. You know what? If, like, shit is happening to me, damn fucking government.
Or like shit happens to me and everyone has to like stop what they're doing and figure out how to get me out of that situation.
Yeah.
Like that was a lot of who I was. No longer.
No, you just fish yourself out of the water.
Bro, man, you gotta go get it. Like nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna change by you fucking laying down watching Skin Diamond videos. Damn. Skin Diamond, like, she got me through my depression, but did she really?
But did she really? Or did she just add a bunch of shit that not reality? It's never gonna be reality, Skin Diamond.
It was just an escape, man.
I mean, porn is an escape.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't make you kill yourself, you're right.
I was about to, bro.
Skin Diamond didn't help.
Yeah, Skin Diamond didn't really do shit.
But then Asa Akira came in.
I was looking at the knife and I was like, Skin.
Skin, look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do. Started playing the Taylor Swift song even though it ain't come out for another 2 years.
Right? You predicted the Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, I wrote it actually.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on my royalties.
No, you're not getting them. She'll sue you. She'll sue you, and then I have to host this goddamn podcast by myself.
Yourself?
Like, wait. This is the BRONX Project podcast. I'm your host, Earl Grey.
And I'm your host, Earl Grey.
Oral Grey.
Oral Grey. Gay.
Gay.
Earl Grey and Oral Grey.
Damn, who's going to be Oral Grey?
I don't know, man. You could get Corey.
Damn, I got to call Christian.
Christian's going to be Oral Grey?
I don't know. I got to call him and make amends with him.
Oh, man.
Like what we said before didn't make sense. I know. I know. Your mom's dead. We'll just keep it at that.
Just keep it that way, man. Like, no, but you know she's alive. Nah, man.
Nah. Let's just...
She's dead to me.
She's dead to me, and that's story. Let's make music,
that's how we
man.
gonna keep it.
But yeah, that's... And now a message from our sponsors.
Ho, ho, hoes need love too.
Are you tired of lazy lays?
Do you wish your man could keep it up just a little longer?
Well, the bad news is he can't.
It's a medical condition. I really don't want to talk about it right now.
However, your man's small cock doesn't have to ruin your ball drop.
So this year, we're excited to announce our partnership with our brand new sponsor, Rite Aid.
A playground for your pussy's penetrative preferences. Penetrative preferences?
Oh, that's right, Earl. And
Go ahead.
oh, that's right, Earl. And for just $35.99
Plus tax.
you can walk away with our patented Burnside vibe.
Ribbed for her pleasure. Wow, that's a steal. Do you know what else is a steal? For only $19.99,
Plus tax.
you can get yourself the Crosstown Butt Plow. Batteries not included.
Wow, you won't get plowed by those prices. But if that's not enough, act now and receive 20% off your very own holiday escort.
Damn, those are steam prices.
Steamy indeed, Earl. Steamy indeed.
So what are you waiting for? Head down to Rite Aid.
Because your new year shouldn't come before you do.
Hashtag me too.
And we're back
Yes, we are.
to the Bronx Project Podcast. As we said, I am your host, Mirez.
I'm your host, Earl Grey, and I hope you guys enjoyed our new sponsor.
Yeah, a little segment we're trying out here.
Yeah, little segment.
No, we gotta get the money. We gotta get to the money.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
since you guys ain't donating, we have to throw in some sponsors in there.
Yep.
Go
These
check
are
out Rite Aid.
Rite Aid. That's RIDE space Aid.
Thank you. For our next segment,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a look into the future.
The future. You think the future would just... Those are robots.
And I know we just said we aren't gonna talk, that we don't believe in resolutions, but for the sake of fucking talking,
Yeah.
what are your New Year's resolutions, Josh?
I'm sick. My New Year's resolution.
A clean bill of health.
Yeah. Better health at that. Also, my New Year's resolution is honestly to push this podcast. To push the Bronx Project.
Push it real good
Push it real good into another world.
to another stratosphere.
Yeah, another strategy, like I like to say it. Like, not only make it just a podcast. Obviously, it's always going to be a podcast.
Guerrilla entertainment. We coming at you from all angles.
Yeah, we're definitely going to come at you in all angles. And we're not talking about an orgy here. We're talking about entertainment. Not an orgy.
podcasttbp@gmail.com. Please hit us up if you do have any orgy preferences.
What's your favorite position? We'll cover it.
Keep going.
Yeah, to push it into a new direction. Then push it real good. Up the ante on production value.
Ooh,
Not get sued.
I like that.
Yeah, that's always a resolution. That's every year's resolution. Not get sued.
Joke's on you, we broke.
Yep, exactly. Joke's on you. We got no money.
Ah,
You want to take $20 out of my savings? Go ahead.
that means I would just have $5.
All I had was 25, and that was the initial fee just to start the savings account. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Shit. They really give you like $5.
It's like you. It's $25 to start your savings,
Yeah,
and there you go.
I didn't know that. I haven't said I don't know how I got the savings. 'Cause I ain't never given no one $25.
I feel like you did a long time ago.
Joke's on you, motherfuckers.
Those dollars don't value nothing. Also get better fit. That's always a thing though.
Yeah.
That's just my every year thingy.
Yeah.
Just to get fit. Just to look like, just to increase my value, my body value, to get to Spartacus level.
Yeah.
And that's always been a goal for me forever.
I feel like. Wait, no, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Spartacus value. Also get money. Get money. A lot
like
more
that.
money.
I like that.
Buy a house, maybe. Not gonna happen.
Right.
Buy something. Buy a dog, a cat, maybe. If anybody wants to offer me their cats again,
I like that.
I'm available. New art for the podcast.
We working.
Yeah, we're working on that actually.
Yeah, I know we talked about that a couple episodes ago. I know a couple of you maybe be like, "Yo, y'all talked about a new podcast artwork. Where it at though?"
Yep, we're getting to that. Also, to end my resolutions, my final
to resolve your resolutions,
to resolve them, to conclude them for the year, to get married.
Resolution conclusion.
Yeah, it's to get married.
I like that.
Get married, hopefully this summer.
I hope that you get married.
Yeah, because then you get to be best man.
I am really looking forward to that.
I know. What I'm looking forward to is whatever ideas you, Joseph, and Corey, who is also best man, what ideas you guys are gonna do for my bachelor's party.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Because it is not a democracy. Corey, Joseph, hit me up. I have ideas, but it essentially, initially, and at the end, my idea goes. Guys,
I don't want to hear it.
Guys, I'm the best man.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the best man.
Just don't tell me what your ideas are.
Oh no, you won't know till the day of. I just know no strippers because Daphne.
I just don't like strippers.
But also because Daphne. I don't think Daphne likes strippers. And Daphne is in an advantageous position where she could ruin us if she wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, she already tore a hole in me last week.
For the last week's episode.
Guys. And I felt the shit. That was a whole day of arguing.
Guys, I want to say something in reference to that. Do you see what we do for the art? What we do for the project? We put our own personal lives. Josh, I've also divulged information that has come to bite me in the ass on later dates.
Yeah, but you're not getting married.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not saying, Josh. Let's not compare
Apples,
dick sizes.
Yeah, dick sizes here.
Let's not do it.
I'm just saying. That I had my asshole torn to pieces
for this podcast,
and I had to live with that.
Just for an interesting subject. You see
and
what
I
we do
and
for
I had to live with that, even though we did squash it later on because we just we squashed it. But
you're gonna be holding them chairs for her.
Exactly.
Damn right.
Funny story is
you're gonna be holding.
I think
them
it was
chairs.
by sarcasm, but I was actually really meaning it. We went to a party Friday with her family to a place called Salsa con Fuego in Fordham, and I was putting chairs for
on Friday.
Yeah,
bro, I was right there on BBQs.
Oh shit, that's crazy. I was sick. My plan was not to go because I was fucking sick as hell.
Yeah,
but I went anyway, and I was just pulling out chairs for her. I was like, "Oh, sit down." Was trying to open the door, and then there was a point in which she walked way ahead of me. I was like, "Don't expect me to open that door for you. You're too far away now." There was me joking around, but at the same time, I was just trying to be nice to her.
I respect that.
She's gonna tour another hole when she hears this part.
This podcast is gonna make us better people, and the only way we can be better people is by talking about these things.
Yeah,
and figuring out what's right, what's wrong.
Yeah. We're not saying we're right,
and we're doing
wrong.
and we do this podcast as a way of catharsis. Mm-hmm. It's therapy for us. It's a way to air out our grievances, never maliciously, never. And this is for people also in my life who might take offense to what I say on this podcast. It's not in reference to you.
Yeah,
it's just me airing my thoughts out.
Yeah, it's like
I think Josh feels the same way.
I do. This podcast is me talking to you, you talking to me.
Yeah.
But also I feel like we're also talking to a crowd of people who are willing to hear what we're saying.
I never think about the crowd. Like if I'm being honest with you, I don't give a fuck about you guys.
No, I don't I'm not saying that I care about their feelings and stuff. I just feel like I'm talking to more than just you and I.
Not
like
so
I feel like there's just a crowd of just like no opinions.
It's weird because like I'll talk to the audience directly, but even in that, I feel like I'm in a show, and I'm just explaining my life. But I don't like I never view it as like there's people around or like that I'm talking to anyone. Like I completely see it as okay, it's just Josh and I talking for an hour and a half. But yeah,
I also feel like we're being interviewed
by ourselves. Yeah,
like we're talking, you and I, but I feel like there's someone asking us questions.
Yeah. But it's it's what I like about our podcast is very candid. You know, if we look back on our 2017, we've talked about depression, suicide, loss of friendship, lies and deceit. We touched on religion. We touched on rape. We touched on coming too fast. We touched on condom brands.
Yes, we did.
This podcast is literally just like what's on our minds. All right, let's exercise those thoughts.
Yeah, and what's on our minds are usually a clusterfuck of things.
Yeah.
And that's the privilege of this being our podcast.
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the thing about it is that at the end of the day we get to say what we want.
At the end of the day, we don't give a shit.
No. Yeah, we don't. But here's for 2018, more talk. More life.
More life. And that's
suing.
how we're going to get sued.
more sue.
More sued because we just mentioned more life.
He doesn't have a fucking trademark on more life.
More life trademark. TM on the
man.
Or copyright.
That's fucked up, Drake. You're going to have to let us rock with something, man.
Listen, you're about to get sued. Listen, gonna take all of your $25 out of your savings. Well, it's $20. I'll keep the $5.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. All right, up to our next thing.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you,
motherfucker.
Fuck you, bitch.
My resolutions. All right,
go ahead.
So as of right now, well, not maybe as of right now, maybe like a pound heavier, a pound lighter.
I felt like my resolutions were your resolutions. That's why. But go ahead.
No, they're similar. They are similar.
This is how
my
I think.
resolutions. You say you want to get Spartacus. I don't think a lot of people know what Spartacus is.
It's an old
Spartacus is a show from Stars, a old show on Stars, which is very, very fit gladiators, very muscular men. I don't remember seeing many fat people there.
One,
that show.
Probably one.
Yeah,
it wasn't even that fat, but
yeah,
you feel me? They were just
super, like super cut.
Like their talent was how cut they are.
Yeah, these people went through military training and all that shit, like in preseason and all that stuff, to get the lowest amount of body fat possible, while also achieving the highest amount of muscle mass possible. And that's what Josh is trying to go for. He's trying to cut like a motherfucker, basically.
I'm trying to be huge.
So as of right now,
as a motherfucker.
Steven Ramirez weighs 232 pounds. Round of applause for this motherfucker. That was cool that we did it at the same time. I'm really impressed. So 232. 227 is the mark of obesity at my height, which is you and I both agree is bullshit. I have not for a while looked at myself and been like, yo, you obese. I don't even call myself fat anymore, and I have fat. Like what I'm about to say, I want to get down to 210. 215 maybe. So we're looking at another 20 pounds of fat that I'm gonna cut. And then I'm gonna go on cutting. I'm gonna start cutting for the summer. Yeah,
just gonna stick to one food.
No, I just mean like instead of doing heavy weight, which is what I've been doing lately. Instead of doing heavy weights for
circuit training
for less reps, I might, let's say I'm benching 90-pound dumbbells, which you've known me to do, right? Benching 90s. I could do 10 of those. Or I can bring it down to 40s, do 30, rest for like 20 seconds, do another 20.
Yeah.
Rest, and that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I call that high intensity.
Yeah, high intensity.
Where you're just like fucking burning those calories.
And that's what I've been on. Try and get those 20 pounds out the way. Mm-hmm. That's my first resolution. Finally hit Khal Drogo status. Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
My other resolution, podcast, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I hope for this podcast in 2018 we're gonna find it a home, as in like a podcast network.
Yeah.
Obviously we're getting new podcast artwork. I wanna aim. What's a good number for you for like at the end of the year of
for what?
Weekly downloads.
Weekly downloads, 10,000.
10,000?
50,000.
I was gonna say 50. So I want to get to 50,000 weekly downloads.
Like I want that to be like a goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Like that's just an average
for the
10
end
to
of
50.
For the end of no, cause I think we can do 10.
Yeah,
pretty easily in a year.
Like, yeah, people have to remember that this podcast is only like 17 weeks old.
Yeah. No, I completely think like we're baby podcasts.
Yeah, 17 weeks old.
So I think we can do 10. So 10 to 50. But another goal, like you said, we share a lot of the goals, but this I don't think we share. I wanna start performing.
Oh yeah.
Stand-up comedy starting this year.
You better get to your writing.
Yeah, I have. I have a couple things that I'm not gonna show you today. Maybe next week. I have a couple.
When you're solid about
bits. Yeah, I have a couple bits. Not a whole show. Yeah, and you're not gonna get shows as a beginning stand-up. Like you're gonna get 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there. Yeah, but no, I have some shit, and it's coming out pretty funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think for inspiration, we should start like going to comedy clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And just seeing what these amateurs do.
Yeah.
Because to start as an amateur, you need to kind of like learn what amateurs do.
I'm completely down with that.
Yeah. I mean, we just gotta cough up $50 for drinks, even though we're not gonna probably drink any.
I'm trying to think, like, do I have any other resolutions? Oh, my biggest resolution. As you know, how do I phrase it? Like I always say that I'm a romantic. Actually, I don't think that like life has presented itself in a way that that's been like that I've been able to showcase it.
Yeah, I think you're romantic.
Like, by which I mean I've been I've been a hoe.
Okay.
Like I've been a hoe. You know what I mean? And that's fine to say. That's fine to say. 2018, no more. That's already been the case, but I'm bringing that with me to 2018. I don't I'm over the sleeping around. I'm over it. Like not doing it.
I know you're serious about it because you constantly talk about it. Like that's just a thing that you're like, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, no,
because it's a real thing.
Because I am.
It sucks.
Because I. So 2018, I'm gonna try. Cause like, who's to say that maybe my relationships haven't worked out in the past? Cause I've been too busy looking at like the color of the grass on the other side. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I'm too busy focusing on the other girl's titties that I'm not looking at the titties that I got right in front of me.
Your own titties?
Nah, I mean my
okay.
girlfriend's titties.
Like actual, okay.
And I don't mean that in a cheating way. I mean that like, how do I phrase it?
Instead of looking beyond, just look what's right in front of you.
Yeah, because like I don't think I've had a problem as far as cheating in my last relationship, and like with Christina, it's up for debate. But how do I phrase it? I sabotage relationships.
Okay,
that's how I phrase it. I now looking at it, I in the moment, all my relationships, I was like, yeah, nah, this girl crazy, this is that. I do a lot to ruin my relationships. whether it's like not being romantic
You're
enough,
just falling out of it.
yeah, or like falling too deeply into my own bullshit, or being too tired to fuck, which is like not anymore. But you gotta understand, I was 288 pounds. Like that shit's exhausting. Like fucking when you're 280, doing anything when you're 288
Walking
pounds.
at 288 is just
Exhausting.
terrible, yeah.
Exhausting. Yeah. So I think I expected too much from my girlfriends and wasn't willing to
put your part in.
To put my part in. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I expected, okay, since I'm so amazing, you should want to do everything for me. And since I can't do anything for you, you should understand that I can't do anything for you.
That's a sucky thing.
Yeah, yeah. And you see, that's another thing in like self realization, come to terms with who you are and wanting to better yourself. So 2018, I'm one pussy mirrors.
One pussy mirrors.
One pussy mirrors.
You want to phrase that better so that one pussy may stay. I'm one vagina mirrors.
No, you know what I mean.
I only have eyes.
You know, I don't want to. How do I phrase? Because like I don't know how to. I'm trying to look
situation.
Yeah.
Phrase it in a situation.
Yeah.
Like make like a comparison.
If my next relationship fails, it will not be because of me.
Okay, there you go.
That's it.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
There you go.
So you're looking towards 2018 as in if you do get into a relationship.
Yeah. Which I will.
Which you will eventually.
Yeah.
The reason why it ends is because of the other person. Or you guys just tried.
Yeah.
Like it was like a genuine like good effort at it.
I won't say it's because you know sometimes things just don't work. And that's a lesson I've learned. Like I've ruined relationships, but there have been relationships where no one really did anything wrong.
Yeah.
It just
like
just combusted.
Mm-hmm. But
so,
yeah, it's I guess an adult way of looking at things now.
Yeah. So that's my 2018 goals. One Toto Mires.
One Toto Mires.
Hey, you have any I don't hope to get married in 2018. A little
not too soon.
A little premature.
That is premature. I would advise you not to.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even know her yet.
I know her.
You don't even know her yet.
I know
I'm talking
her.
about like you don't even know her yet.
Oh.
Like deconstruct it.
Yeah.
Like I can deconstruct Daphne and I.
Yeah, no. But like you guys have been together for 10 years, bro. Like,
10 years. Damn. Fucking
6
50,
years.
I was
6
15.
years. So you guys have been together 6 years. It's you obviously didn't always know her that way.
Yeah,
that way.
I'm not saying be with someone for 6 years and then marry her. I'm saying like at least give it time for you guys
Josh, you think I'm just gonna like date someone and marry them?
I don't know. Like
later,
what
bro?
I see in TV, what I see in these relationships.
And I've also rushed relationships in the past. That's something we should talk, because Josh used to come at my life about that all the time.
Yeah, I always do. Do. I'm like, yo, chill.
And you see, like I'm taking this slowly. Like
yeah,
I think we're
it's good.
Yeah,
it's just let things happen on their own, not like love me and just fucking like and then exhaust that person with too much love.
Nah, and that's the thing, is that I don't think I've ever exhausted a girlfriend with too much love. I think quite the opposite, actually. I think I've given
not enough love.
No, I've given such a pure love in the beginning of every relationship that it's not been not a pure, maybe manufactured, because it's not sustainable love. Like it's never been. I've never been the same boyfriend throughout a relationship. Like
first month versus like fourth month.
Yeah.
And
that's why I think like what you said, like getting to know someone is so important, because you're like actually building something with a person, instead of like going through the motions of what you think a boyfriend should do, and then finding out that this shit is exhausting and I can't do it.
Yeah, no, the best part of it is just making a foundation.
It's good to get to the point where you want to do kind things for someone just because you want to, like just
it's not like, oh, I'm in a relationship. What would she like her boyfriend to do? Get her flowers. I'm gonna get her flowers.
Yeah, and I did that, and I was a flower getter at the beginning. Like for instance, with Christina, got her mad flowers like maybe every other time I saw her.
You want to know something crazy?
What?
I've gotten Daphne flowers once.
And you see?
In all of 6 years.
And like I thought like doing shit like that is what makes me a good boyfriend. Like, yeah, buy flowers, you're a good boyfriend. Nah, it's sustained effort. Not
that she wouldn't want flowers. Yeah. She would obviously. She loves fucking flowers. It's just I had a thing for flowers. I
don't like flowers.
For me it's cliche, but it's a very nice gesture.
Listen, flowers are the more people are like, yo, the price point on sneakers is crazy because they make them for pennies on the dollar. The price point on flowers is fucking nuts. Okay?
Nah.
Flowers do not cost like $10 a rose, bro. And that's really how they got us. Watch Valentine's Day. I know you just said you don't buy Daphne flowers. And Daphne, I hope you're okay with that, man. I think that's a financial boon to your marriage.
I get her a bunch of other things.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you buy her things, but flowers are a waste. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're wasting your money by buying flowers.
My theory behind flowers is that since flowers represent love, they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, flower for my love, but flowers die.
Yeah.
And flowers, if they represent your love, wouldn't that mean love eventually dies?
Yeah.
And that's why I never wanted to get her flowers, because I was very superstitious about that thought. Right. Like, I shouldn't get her flowers. But there was literally one time I remember that I felt like she deserved so much, and I couldn't give her everything in the world.
So you got her
but I had enough money on me
to buy her flowers.
To get her flowers. I saw flowers, and it was an impulse, and I was like, get this is a bouquet of roses.
Right.
And I got a bouquet of roses.
Dropped like 30 bread on them.
It was pretty good. I drove to her job. Like, no significant day at all. It wasn't like we were going anywhere. It was like a Wednesday out of all days. And
you spent 30 cash.
I went upstairs and I was like, flowers for you.
I can't, bro.
And I just did that because I felt like.
No, and listen, it's sweet. No, it's sweet. And I'm not gonna tell you anything. I think anyway, compared to me, you're like boyfriend of the year. Nah. 6 years in a row. Not compared to me, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure you have your flaws.
Yeah, I got a lot of flaws.
Oh, no, I'm sure, Josh. I'm fucking sure. All right? I've known you for like 14 years.
I got a lot of flaws.
You have so many flaws.
Sometimes I got hair where I don't want it.
You have so many flaws.
I can't reach.
What I'm saying is there's effort, sustained effort.
Yeah.
And I see that in you. And that's something that I hope to emulate. I think I what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, I hype you and Daphne relationship up. Like, maybe too much.
I mean, you're not the only person.
Cause like I feel like I put unrealistic expectations of what your guys' relationship should be. Cause to me, you guys are perfect. To me, you guys are like precisely what a relationship should be.
Yeah.
But like, is that unrealistic to say?
I mean, everyone has their own perspective on what a perfect relationship should be, but there's usually a general like template.
Right.
And I feel like we do have like that template because we balance a lot of things. It's not like it's like one person's too much or the other one's just too lovey. The other one's, or it's like we're both just super romantic. We balance out every aspect of what a relationship should be. Like, friendship is balanced out with romanticism. That's balanced out with arguments and fights. That's balanced out with love, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know, not the drugs and rock and roll.
Tyler Jones and like Bon Iver.
Yeah. Yeah, you already know. No, but it's very balanced, and I feel like I don't want to say that I know the formula to a successful relationship.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't think you do.
My formula that I use.
It works for you.
that works for me in my relationship is balance is key.
Yeah.
Don't try to be too much of one thing.
Yeah.
Try to be everything but a sustainable amount of everything. Yeah. Be that friend, be that boyfriend, be that guy, be that girl,
that prostitute.
You gotta be a prostitute. You gotta be you gotta be a slut sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta be dirty sometimes. You gotta be an angel sometimes. Yeah. You gotta be a saint sometimes. You just gotta be a bunch of shit sometimes.
For instance, I've noticed I like random shit like when my exes in the past, like when they wear like lingerie and shit.
Yeah.
Love that shit. It's just small shit like that.
It's nice.
Ask me if I ever did small shit. Like obviously I'm not putting on lingerie, but a man thong for my girl, I could do that. That'd
be cute. Yeah.
I could do that. That's 2018 man thongs.
So man thongs. Yeah. Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna get the fucking the elephant trunk.
Oh.
The pouch for my penis.
Bro, it's not gonna fit.
Are you saying that?
It don't fit for me.
You have the elephant trunk?
I tried it on.
Do you really?
I don't have it on with me, but I tried one on.
Oh, yeah, I don't have it on right now.
Yeah.
Let me see. We'll whip that shit out.
I'm like, okay now. Pull out my pants. You're like, bro, that's a good trunk.
Look at the trunk on that guy.
Look at the trunk on that guy. That's a whole elephant. I've never seen one.
There's the elephant in the room. I'll be here all day, guys.
But yeah, they don't fit.
I wanna
probably the banana hamlets, maybe the.
Oh, I'm absolutely not buying a man thong, bro.
Oh, I thought I tried a cock ring on once.
Yeah, I tried a cock ring on.
I think I gave you a cock ring once.
Yeah, but I didn't try that cock
No,
ring.
Not the same cock ring. I know that. But I remember giving you a cock. No. I had a spare one.
The cock ring that I tried was this actually last year, which is weird to say because last year was yesterday.
That is weird. So you're talking about yesterday?
No, it didn't happen yesterday. So when I was with Belkis, she was like, "Hey, buy condoms," because like it was early in the relationship. We were still using condoms, and I was like, "Yo, there's this box of condoms. It comes with a cock ring. Isn't that like a vibrating ring like that?" And she was like, "Whoa, dude, buy it."
Yes, of course.
Because she's a pothead in my mind.
Yeah,
but she wasn't. But still, he's like, "Yeah, bro, buy it." And I'm like, "Yeah," and I tried it. Waste of money.
Oh yeah, it was a terrible waste of money.
It just fucking it doesn't even vibrate. It buzz. It goes. Yeah, it's like a buzz. It's like
my phone had more vibrate than that. Yeah, it's like a hum.
That's when you close your mouth and vibrate your lips. Yeah.
Even that's more entertaining.
Yeah. She felt like completely unstimulated. Now, mind you, she like.
What if you put two cock rings on?
One from the like side to side,
yeah,
or like bottom and top.
Bottom and top. One like at the base, and the one like right below the head.
But then the problem with that, right,
is like penetration. You think? You never know.
And also, like my dick is fatter at the base than it is at the head.
Okay, is it?
Are you really thinking about yours? I was like, how would you know
about
my
mine? I'm literally thinking about mine. I'm like, because I was about to say same, and I'm like, wait a minute.
So yours is like straight through?
It's like a rocket. I would say it's a rocket.
No, mine is like I'm not saying it's like slim.
It's like North Korea
and
made
like
my shit.
Fat in the base, so it's like fat in the base, like fat.
All right.
And then it's like semi-fat in the head. But no, my head is fat and the like.
All right, so with comparing bombs, we compare bombs. So are you like the atomic bomb that was bombed on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? It was kind of like fat, and then like fat here, and then like it had a pointiness.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It's like fat, and then.
Yeah, like fat at the base, right? So we're going from base to head, right? So it's fat.
Yeah.
And they're not this fat. That's wild. Yeah. But like just for scale size.
It's like fat and then like
it shrinks a little.
And then it gets.
And then the head.
Yeah.
And the head is fat again.
Okay. So like the A bomb.
Yeah.
Mine is more like these new nuclear missiles that they're building in North Korea, where it's like straight through, like the whole thing is just like, and then the head, and it looks like it just penetrates really well.
What about curvature?
I mean, if you want to talk about it, curves a little to the right.
Yeah, I slightly curve. I think to the left. I'm not entirely sure.
So you're southpaw is what you're saying.
Yeah, I am left-handed.
I'm more orthodox than anything. I have an orthodox penis.
Everything I do is unorthodox. Okay.
Southpaw, nothing.
It's weird because I'm left-handed, but I actually jack off with my right.
I mean, you play the guitar with your right.
You think that's why it is?
Yeah. I mean, that happens. Some people write with their left, but do a lot of things with the right hand. I knew so many people that did that.
I get it.
Yeah. See, you're playing it as a righty.
Yeah, and then I'm like stroke. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stroking it like a righty.
The strum and stroke.
Yeah.
All right.
We're talking about guitars now, guys.
You strum the ball, stroke the shaft.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough of this episode.
Yeah, we actually have. I'm tired now.
Oh man. Just remember, guys, 2018, there's no reason why you shouldn't be better. But don't do it as it's a new year, I have to be better. There's no reason why you shouldn't wake up tomorrow and be better than today.
Yeah, seriously.
There's no reason why you shouldn't wake up next week and be better than today. So for 2018, I hope that we all strive for continued success, sustainable success.
Progression
Sustainable
is key.
progression.
Remember, having a progressive mind and having progressive thoughts and body and soul can only move you so far. But being with it 100% of the time, like being 100% committed to your progression is what matters the most. So progress and ride on.
Progress and ride on, guys. This is the Bronx Project Podcast. I'm Miras.
And I'm Earl Grey.
And we'll see you motherfuckers next week.
Bye.